Hello and welcome to this amazing video that contains quick information about your crazy guide to getting clients via Google Meet and Zoom. So my name is Srinidhi Ranganathan. This is a special video for you guys. Understand that there is no book written in this particular name, but this is kind of a great educative, you can keep it as an insightful guide to getting clients via Google Meet and Zoom. Quickly think about how many meetings do you attend in a week or in a month? Maybe your answer would be 3 or 10 or 20 or none at all. Now, if your answer is 20, you're already doing a lot of business, or maybe you're already working in a company that actually is keeping those meets, and you're very typically really busy person, and this particular educative guide may not actually be there or help you. But if you're just doing like maybe 5 or 10 meetings in a month, or maybe 2 or 3 meetings in a month, then definitely this guide is for you. So what is the importance of getting clients, and how do you get clients via Google Meet and Zoom? Very easy, guys. The first step is to actually use a proper lead generation software or tool that will help you to tap into the market. Now, there is also an alternate strategy, like using leads from a Facebook ad campaign or a LinkedIn ad campaign or an event or a webinar ad campaign too. Let's go back to the first stuff that I actually told you. The first thing that I told you is lead generation software. So you can look at software like Any Leads or Email Extractor YS, VIUS. It's called as Email Extractor YS, or maybe different kinds of lead generation software that you can utilize, like Lead Scrape and all this stuff. It's called Lead Scrape. Now, once you scrape the leads in this particular software, so how the software would actually look like is you just need to get a keyword. The keyword can be anything, literally anything, and you need to also give typically you need to give a location that where your leads will actually want, a particular location that your leads are based from. Once you give this, you need to actually figure out their social media handles. That also can be done. So maybe your leads are greatly active on LinkedIn or Facebook. You can figure that out too. Once this step is done and you extract the leads, you export the leads to a CSV or an Excel sheet, the next ideal step would be what, guys? To do a cold outreach. Now, this cold outreach can be with a call to action button. Call to action button to book a meeting on Zoom or Google Meet. Understand how it is all working. Now, if you got the leads, you need to do a cold outreach to these people with a call to action button that says book a Google Meet meeting with me or a Zoom meeting with me. You got the idea? For that, you need a software or you need some kind of a platform or online tool like Calendly, Calently. Now, how will Calendly help here? Very easy. It'll help you to create a landing page that has your calendar in it, like the time slots when you're free for people to come there and book a meeting in that particular time slot. Understand, we're talking about a lot of meetings here, a lot of meetings. So once you actually export the leads, you need to head over to calendly.com and create a landing page for yourself with the timings which all timings you're free and all the stuff. And once that is done, you have the Calendly page URL look something like calendly.com/whatever/Srinidhi, or maybe your name or your brand name or whatever it is. You get the idea, right? What I'm talking about. Now, once the landing page you have it ready, you have to send that particular landing page, or you can embed that calendar slots in a email typically. But how are we actually going to reach out to the masses? You have the emails ready, but how are you going to reach out to the particular client and make him to book a Google Meet or a Zoom meeting? How is it even possible? Is there a way? Is there a secret way in order to this to happen? Now, that is the biggest question here. It's actually possible. Actually, it's really much possible. There's a higher chance of possibility too. Now, it also depends on the volume of emails you're sending. Suppose you're sending a lot of emails. You figured out a lot of leads. Maybe you figured out, say, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000 leads. And you want to reach out to them. You can use any cold outreach email tool also. But suppose if the number is much larger, like 50,000 and it comes in lakhs, then you can make the best use of Pygnum bot email, bulk email server, which is a bulletproof email server tool that can send out 500,000 emails and all this stuff. So that is also something which is there. A day it can send out that much, believe it or not. It's the world's most powerful email server tool. World's most powerful. It operates. It's an amazing tool out there. It can send out a large volume of emails. Now, otherwise, if you're using a normal, a normal email sender tool for cold outreach, you can make the best use of GMAS. It's called GMAS, GMASS. So you can go there and then you can connect your Gmail account, and then you can automate and schedule your emails to go out. If you're using, like, say, a normal email, if you're using, like, you have like not a huge volume and all this stuff, but you want it to reach directly to your inbox, social promotions and all the stuff, then go ahead with GMAS. So through GMAS, now what is going to be a subject of your mail? It can be anything that is talking about your typical pitch. Like, it can be anything. Maybe you're selling services, or maybe you're taking training programs, by the way. What are you selling actually? Maybe you're selling a product, you're selling a service, it can be anything, right? can be also teaching them how to run an e-commerce store. That's a training, by the way. So you can look at what you want to pitch, or maybe you're just connecting. Simple as that. You want to figure out the strategies and ideas and gain a lot of knowledge from others. Maybe you're just connecting, you're not selling anything. Example, I just give an example there. So want to get the stuff right and want to get the outreach process right. Stuff in the sense of talking about want to get the actual leads, which are target niche audience, precise leads typically. And then you reach out to them through different channels, like I told you, right? Also, you can reach out to them through LinkedIn, emails, possible. Need not be just cold emails. You can also reach out to them through this LinkedIn emails method. Or you want to do a sponsored post, you can also do that, like a promoted post. Some of the clients I work with have done Twitter ads. It's worked out really great for them. Twitter ads we're talking about. So if you're selling something, be it a course, be it a service, be it something, you need to actually fix a meeting with your customer and tell him that what all you can do, like how different you are, your services are, your training is, how different it is, and how it can set a benchmark, how it can create a revolution, and why he or she has to choose you over others. All this stuff need to be explained in the particular Google Meet and Zoom call. Now, even if you have them to book a slot, finally you'll come to the final stage, where the last stage we call it, where the client, your customer, you found him, he has booked the slot to Google Meet and Zoom, or Zoom. Okay, not two places, by the way. Anyways, Google Meet, he booked it through Google Meet, okay, on a particular time. Now, what's going to happen is, always remember, you need to send a notification before maybe an hour or a half an hour or something like that, to notify him before the meet that this meet is happening. And you're going to do that via automated notifications on Calendly or whatever software that you can use typically to send an email notification or an SMS notification saying that, dude, you're booked for this particular meeting and you gotta, actually, are you attending this particular meeting? It's going to start in half an hour or something like that. You get the idea, right? So that will make you to actually make the person to not miss the meeting. Otherwise, what's going to happen is your client is going to completely forget that he has booked Google Meet or Zoom Meet. He's going to completely forget that, and he's not going to attend the meeting. So you're only going to be in the meeting. You'll be talking to the walls. So you don't want that to happen, right? You don't want that wall chalk between you and the wall to happen. Then the notification makes real good sense. Sometimes even if it happens, even if the client, maybe you sent out the notification, the client has not attended the Google Meet or Zoom Meet, what will you do then? You got to send them a mail, and manually you need to send a mail saying, I'm waiting in the meeting, come on, are you joining? Or you can, if you have the phone number of the client, just give him a call saying that you're actually waiting in the Google Meet. Understand, guys? So this will help you to convert a lot. Convert in the sense, I'm not talking about the sale conversion, I'm talking about the person to attend the meeting conversion. You got the idea, right? Now, so the person has actually appeared in the Google Meet. So now what's the next step? So you got him till here. Congratulations. You got this clientele here. Now how are you going to convert? Very easy. You're going to have a presentation that you've already worked on, and you're going to present that presentation about your company or your brand and what it's going to do and all this stuff. Simple. You're going to showcase that presentation, and in the presentation there's going to be a very unique slide saying that how you are different, or your services or your particular stuff is different from the rest of the crowd, and what's the USP, unique selling point in fact. What's the USP? Why should a client come to you? That is something that needs to be showcased in the slide. And apart from that, you need to tell him about your other clients without giving away the names, like you did for this X client and he got a lot of results. That slide should be there. You did this for a Y client, he got a lot of results, and this is his testimonial. This is email screenshot saying he has sent an email screenshot saying it worked out really great for him. All the stuff, right? All the stuff that was done by you worked out great for him or her. Got the idea, right, guys? You're getting the actual picture, right? So once you pitch, what's gonna happen? The guy at the other end has to say an yes or no, or maybe he has to take some time. He can do only these three things: yes, no, or take time. If he says an yes, what you're gonna do, you got the deal. You go to a party, go to a Malaysia vacation or a Singapore vacation, or head over to Goa. That's up to you. So if he says no, don't be disheartened. It's always the next time. It's always another client similar to him. Maybe this guy didn't this particular guy, woman didn't actually understand about the stuff that you're promoting, or maybe there's no need for him to actually get that. There is no urgent need or something like that for him or her to avail your services or training. Simple as that. If it is the third part, okay, so there was a tongue twister. The third part is the taking time part. So if the taking time part, he'll say he'll get back to you. The client says he'll get back to you. What are you gonna do? You say, definitely you can get back to me, but no other person in the market is going to provide such a service or such a training and such a presentation like mine. That should be your conclusion sentence. Got the idea? And then you end the call. Got the idea, right? What I'm talking about. So that particular sentence is going to ring in his ears for a long time. It's going to ring in his ears. Because even though it's a no, that particular sentence, that kind of confidence, that kind of passion will actually is going to actually have a potential to change the mindset itself of a particular customer. In the long run, it's going to ring in his ears. Maybe he will think about it, not at the moment. At the moment also he may think about it, or after some time it'll ring in his ears. Oh, this guy was so confident that he is able to execute this, or maybe this guy was so confident that he's able to present his training that can bring a complete ding in my career or my company, or maybe it's a corporate training, by the way. I'm just giving you examples here. So guys, so understand. So once you get the conversion part done, so maybe he or she has actually availed your services, or actually has gone and come into the training. The next step would be to do an upsell or to convert him into something else. I mean, into a repeated customer segment, or repeated customer, or whatever. Convert him or her into a repeated customer. So talk about an upsell kind of thing. Like maybe you have this service also, maybe you have content writing services also, maybe you have SEO services also, maybe you have video creation services also. Just give me an idea. I can convert the blog post to video, you'll tell them, right? Just an example I'm giving you once again. So you can talk to him regarding that conversion part of the service. Conversion part of the service is, for example, the blog conversion part I'm talking about. Okay, so you need to convert the guy to becoming your repeat customer, which is like really cool for you, because content, SEO, videos, all these go hand in hand together. In a training, you can always pitch to him about another training which is more advanced and all the stuff, right? So once all the stuff happens, you got to repeat the same process again and again and again to get you a lot of customers who are going to join on Google Meet or Zoom. You can also record these sessions and you can see what mistake you may have done by watching the recorded videos yet again. Any kind of mistake you would have done that would have cost you the project or something like that, you can see that. Also, you can learn from your mistakes. And definitely, guys, you can also delegate these particular tasks to your team members. If you have an agency, if you own an agency or maybe an enterprise, you can delegate these tasks. Team members will reach out to these people. They will do the lead generation. They will get you all the clients. And you all have to do is, all you gotta do is just convert these clients to Google Meet or Zoom. That's what you gotta do. Simple as that. So you can also have a break time of maybe about half an hour and then get started with the next client meeting. Then you have a client meeting, one more client meeting. Then you can take a break time of maybe half an hour. So set your schedule accordingly on Calendly or any of the software that you're using, and you can do that. Now, there is something which my students also have asked me, sir, can we do this on autopilot? Autopilot mode works really good, like without you having to do the meeting and all the stuff. Like you can have a recorded video, you can just click meeting for that. You can have a recorded video and then you can, like a kind of a webinar, recorded webinar, kind of an evergreen webinar it's called as, and then you can have all the stuff done through automation. You don't have to, what you call as appear in the meeting all the time. You can have the recorded video itself to appear, in the meetings, and have the conversions ready, done for you completely 24/7. Because even while you're sleeping, this recorded video will get you the clients. That is also a part of it, but you gotta experiment which one is working for you and which one is not working for you. Maybe you are in a particular industry, or maybe you're selling something, maybe a SaaS software, or maybe you're selling something else. And you see, marketing is different, guys. It depends on a lot of factors, like with that precise audience you're reaching to, the kind of software you're selling, the kind of price, the kind of behavioral targeting, the kind of need the guy needs a software or not at that point of time, the time, a lot of factors, and how trustable you are, how trustable is the software, the authority of the software. All this stuff matters. Marketing is not a one-man show, and it doesn't take you merely one night or 2 nights to create $1 million empire. That is not digital marketing. It all relays on experimentation. It all relays on A/B testing, what I call as multivariate testing. You gotta keep on experimenting. You gotta keep on discovering new things. You gotta keep on working on new tasks again and again and again. till you succeed, right? Be creating, be experimenting, be innovating. Definitely you'll win at the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed your crazy guide to getting clients via Google Meet and Zoom. This is marketing legend Srinidhi, Ranganathan, the king of digital marketing, signing off from this particular educated video. Bye bye for now.